ande onsi asure muligeria ni chinga kichingi yana inde karengo cha kubwatukira mangana mayabu na twakorera ubusaki kurwasi chinsemo aimena isikwense ya Kenya ali atwairo bulitonga monense ya Somalia kugenda obochori litukira Jumatane ikega chinga kyopinzani barereire okoroisho gwekyombe kya IBC anaboigo asensemede niko ngokomanya buna oyo kabere omuraibe kyama kya mungi kimaina njenga kurusirwa mamocho onsi yo boiti ne kagambero kya Nakuru ayo munayanda mange to baisa kugenda atambe itokobwateranera kwane kyabuna mangana ya chira senchire yo bekerano akorokanga Robin Siangwe wose Mr. Speaker terane Douglas Mongera. Kwaliganirie umuligeria umukonyi bwo president wense ya Kenya Professor Kithure Kindiki bono nigo achorirwe amo ni kiama kya UDA koba omo debut party leader wiki amekyo liko bwaterana mo president wense ya Kenya Daktari William Ruto chinga kyarenge koegwa libagamo no muliki wiki amaikyo nigo Kindiki alia eira yoguchia kwene kyabunango cyare gukora imirebo asobo ikirano mu bwange hamo no mo president wense ya Kenya iyo kwene kyabuna iganga yogukirania magendo ni chire chonse balire taba Kenya obereka guchikirania nigo atebaniga guchikoba umwigeno aguchia ase serikali ne kuganira amaganiro onse yaganire gwikiranirwa nemeremo arayigu no murayigu wense obereka koyekora
agencies outside of the party.
Before I assumed office as Deputy President of the Republic, I served in this administration as Cabinet Secretary for Interior. And every time I have met the leadership of the party, the chairperson, the Secretary General, the Treasurer, members of NEC, party members, I always reminded them that, look, I would not be Interior Minister if it was not for the party. And in all democratic countries, in all multi-party democratic countries, the party is the one that forms government, and therefore the party is bigger than government. The head of state and government is the party leader first before being president, because he is a product. He holds that office by virtue of the party. And therefore, I am very clear in my mind what we need to do as a party going forward. Of course, the second role, which has been bestowed on you again with a lot of humility this morning, I accept, other than being a party member, to now serve as deputy party leader. In that role, I expect to assist our party leader as he steers our party, as he steers the country, as the leader also of the country at the moment, so that some of the functions that he delegates to me, requests me to assist in, or I am asked to assist in by the party, I'll be more than able, more than willing and available to assist in. I am taking over this role in a very, very defining moment in the life of our nation. At a time when the country is engaged in, or has been engaged in the recent weeks and months, in conversations about identity.
Abagavana aiga sense ya Kenya nigo bagenderete kulera serikali yanene haso konyoli wako babwatokera chibensa ichiko baikirane bakorera serikali chichi county nigo abagavana batebirenga basinyirwe ikenya machukumu yengencho una amangana yechinguru chomuliro hasi serikali chabo gwakana chibiri amo nabo igono bokoli bundu bwakana bakoli imirimo ase enseme unit project cyabete cyo cyakiwa mu nabagabana abo hasingencho yokobora gwechibesa onigo basabira serikali gwetrase wizara yechibesa kuragwana John Mbadi kwene kebona bagwatukira chibesa cyuma pema liko bakonya nigo abaraya batebire buna ukunyurirwa gwechibesa cyo nigo koganda takalente mechano no bakongo bunge ase bari
Kindly consider that we are playing catch up. The development is not equal, and all we are demanding is that for us to have equal development with the other regions of Kenya, more resources have to be allocated to the frontier counties.
All those mini solar projects are now dead just because of lack of maintenance by Kenya Power and Lighting Company, and we are calling upon the Minister of Energy to urgently address this issue, these wrangles between the REREC and the Kenya Power and Lighting, so that we also get the so-called digital economy, so that our youth can be empowered, so that we can emphasize on the issue of iHubs.
The Turkana County, which is just a few kilometers, not even a kilometer away, at least about 500 meters from the main Kenyan hydropower at Lorokon. But we still use a generator, which has really been occasioned by issues of blackout. I think to me this is great injustice that some parts of the country receive that.
Mugoko noko ochenga okonene nigo kwaene kiwaisi isiko yebigambiro bya Nakuru achingaki oyolenge omuraiwekie kiombe kia abasalia igasense ya Kenya kya mungiki maina njenga abagakurushirwa momocho onsi yoboiti obosegeti nabo igo bwabeto bokwene kiwase ochiburaburu imeyense ya Kenya. Korengana ni kigambiro numure chibina abwe koti yo ya Nakuru ni gwate banga amba mochonsi maina nchenga beteka komochwa tabwatananiri na nchirende onsi maina njenga nigo abeteka gonchuria ebirengeryo kurwa asumutene wekyombe kya mungiki ekyalenge kyoboiti kyabwaterane taschisaga cyo obochorwa mwaka chiribubere isano seto na gonchoka ko bumurandia nonye nabo magega yaye ni gama mocho amange abeteka komubwate kurunyuma unanigo alenge omusegeti obwaterane asoboiti nabo igokolento bokongo bonge aso uchake kyombe kinainde aiga sense ya Kenya nara yalenga sebigambiro itukulero
examination of the case under Section 87A of the Criminal Procedure Code. This court's ruling is explicit as to the admission by the prosecution of its grounds for termination of the case, that is, the account of lack of evidence. Admission that the prosecution does not possess sufficient evidence to sustain the charge, any of the charge against any of the accused person. In the end, I allow the prosecution's application to withdraw the charge under Section 87A of the CPC. Each accused person is discharged accordingly, and I direct that the cash bail deposited by each of the accused person in court be refunded to the respective depositors. Those are the orders of this court.
Your Honor, you are the embodiment of judicial efficiency, judicial humility, and judicial appreciation of the public. Because this was a difficult case. But the way you have handled it, you have made us proud.
This willy-nilly decision by some officers to charge people and then come and say, sorry, we did not conclude on the investigation, should stop.
Na mahakama imetuliliza kwa sababu sasa hakukuwa na kesi tulikuwa naye. Tunashukuru Mwenyezi Mungu kwa sababu ya hiyo haki tumepata. Tunashukuru mahakama, tunashukuru mawakili wote ambao walifanya hiyo kazi na nyinyi pia, na tunasema Mungu awabariki.
Chifiki ama temwa amanene aikrasi komina kabere gose form 4 KCIC asoira seiki ya kabere nigo umuwaziri w'ekisemi aiga sense ya Kenya Julius Migosio gamba arulege kundo egetindi na inde asentunde ndego chia ase bali abago chano chania akolige chinjira cyo kuibera amatemwa amanene aiga sense ya Kenya Migosi niga kuleire abateneri ba matemwa yo abalimu abanene abekisukuru goikaboro kiwa nigo nonye nabo araririe visa bire bigenderete byo gwibiri buna ebitambukire bitindi ne bichikoimukiro ba kuibera amatemo ayo nigo nonye nabo omogose abaibori igete babe kwabyara kubwatekana no muntu yomo oyo bagakoneria abaibori amatemo amabe ko bangaina buna n'amatemo hare amaronge igwa roboti ruaye migos.
You are working very hard, you wake up very early, you are there struggling, and then one or two individuals who have commercialized this exercise give us a bad name. We want to clean this sector, we want this sector to be hygienic, we want us to do the right things, yeah, because it is for posterity. So I want to thank you guys, you're doing a good job, and I want to assure you, like you've been informed, where you face a challenge, please escalate it, because we are there to resolve those challenges. We are willing and able to support, and where we need to escalate it even further, we'll do it, just to ensure that the right thing is done. So thank you so much, and I don't want to take a lot of time. I'm with you, I'm going to work with you, I'm going to support you, but similarly, when you find we find that you've done something wrong, be sure that
bane nigo bagendete kwenyora asechere imechi bagendete gukora amatemo abo amanene yense ayamagega yaboro kigwa bukubwateranirwa ne visa byuko muita umoro kigwa yomoyo ogendete na amatemwaye asumwa koyo nigegotebekana korengana no umuriki w'ikyumbe ikiria kia amasomo aiga sense ya Kenya umuriki ogotambe uyo manyekaine buna Berio Kipsang abireka gatabuna ubutukirigo bogenderete bene naboroki gwabwo no bare asechere kinga kibara kura matemo y'ibitambukiro biganire bichiko babikoimukiwa aya nigo akire mamincha kinga kyaborokiwa babwate narobuna kinga ki bakobunga gisukuru banarete kobungera abana bande kere babagoseire gusaba bakorera mamocho gento giachete mamincha akwirira omorokyo bakumubeta umuyo morokyo ndego ikaga kisiria ubugima bwaye nigo nonye nabo abayiburi amo na batenne boburendi bayimukirie ebitambukire bitindi byokoneka ebisabune ebitiri bikonekwa matemo akagenderete.
I know the major problem was some indiscipline issues yesterday that was reported to us, but I'm informed by the county commissioner that they have been able to adequately deal with the issue, and they have narrowed down on all the issues that they needed to deal with, and that all is being handled by our investigative team and the investigative systems, and therefore it will go to the next level where it will be dealt in a way that it must be dealt. This morning the candidates will do their exam from wherever they are, and thereafter we shall conclude the process, and I'm sure they will be taken to court in the course of time. Our teachers who are in our schools, to ensure that they improve on surveillance, they work very closely with the students and these kids so that they can be able to gather intelligent information, because these things don't just happen. Some of these things brew up over time.
You know, our capacities, we cannot police each and every school. So the principals and the teachers, we have a responsibility to make sure that our students do not come with weapons.
Singaki Raila Moro Dinga gendrete ni chikambeni chiaye chukuriye kero chobunya kero go sorongorwa Africa kemanyekana African Union use AU nigo kurwa igainka abarayibe kyama kya ODM bagendrete kumwakira ikoko Kalero umukonyi bomu raia sikiama kya ODM Junet Mohamed nigo agenderere koba mucha Karonso Musyoka yuchiri wabaro mona babwatani wande aba azimio bagate babuna nigo baguchia ko babatenene bene bo mu bwazimio Junet nigo atebirenga Raila nera bado tigarete koba umurayibe kyama kya Junet gose anero tenete koba kyama kya azimio na balia bakogenda mamincha amo nengane yo tigo baguchia koba bagutiringerwa ise gose kunyora bakuimukia ebumbe nonyerabo nigo abaraya batebirenga chanere ororo yokoba ase ubwamo na kwendera kubwatera nabone kyama kya ODM gotinya siasa yabasobochora mwaka w'ikirubere nangwa nsemeronge 2025
wamesema wanaanza uchaguzi ya grassroots elections tarehe 27. Baada ya uchaguzi wanaenda kwa ward na wanaenda kwa branch, na hiyo yote watajiandaa ili chama ikae imara, na 2027 chama inakaa kama chama ambayo inajulikana hapa Kenya kama kawaida. Sasa tuko tayari kuimarisha chama chetu Nataka tushirikishwe na tuende kwa hiyo uchaguzi kikamilifu, ili chama ipate nguvu kutoka grassroots na tuwe tayari kwa uchaguzi ya 2027. Mko tayari ama mko tayari? Wangapi wako tayari? Nione kwa mkono. Asante. Na kwa kumalizia, wale watu ambaye wanaleta mjadala ya bandia, ya ujinga na ya uongo, ati hao wanataka kurithi baba, mimi natoa warning hapa nikiwa Bobi. That is an act of treason. Ukiongea juu ya kurithi baba, utalimwa ndani ya hii town kama burukenge. Tumeelewana? Baba ndio atakuwa na sisi, awe Addis Ababa, awe hapa Kenya, awe Somalia, awe Sudan, sisi baba yetu ni Kama unataka viti ndogo ndogo kama hii ya Gladys Wanga yangu na nyingine, wewe tafuta tu.
Deputy Inspector General wa banyanyimbo iga sense ya Kenya David Masengeri ono niko araira banyanyimbo kuika Sech County cha Samburu neria Isiolo kwaneke bunankuli gibale ababegu ubwo ibibwetuko a sense meyo kwanengana Masengeri niko atebire unebisa byakinire bwango iga bya abamenya sense meyo tanyoro mulembe kuikira abande gusiria magima babo kubatekana na abayibyabo nigo obonyabi obotindi bwa cyakiri kwaneke bunababegwa bonse babiri bagusiriwa Masengeri nigo atebire une serikali yabikire mekakati kwaneke bunankolindirira abakenya obulendi bwabo n'obugima bwabo netugo yabo eliyo kwaneke buna bantu tubayo bagutiringa omulembe asense ya Kenya.
No number of suspected bandits armed with assault rifles invaded Manyata while shooting, and in the process they stole about 250 herds of cattle and 300 goats. NPR, Kenya Police, as to NPR, the officers trailed and recovered all the 300 goats plus 30 cows during the incident, and 2 people lost their lives and 3 others were injured. The injured have been evacuated to Isiolo District Hospital for treatment, while the deceased handed over to their families for burial according to the Muslim rites. Secondly, today at around 0035 hours in Holapule area, a known number of bandits armed with assault rifles invaded a home and started shooting before stealing 19 herds of cattle. The NPR, the police officers responded and established that 1 man had been fatally shot, while other persons, including NPR officers, sustained gunshot wounds. All the 19 animals have been recovered and the body have been moved to Isiolo County Hospital for mortuary for preservation. At that instant, 2 bandits were fatally shot across River Waso area under Samburu East, and a total of 211 herds of stolen cows recovered. I am here, I've been to the area in order to coordinate the operation that is ongoing with the officers who are already on the ground to ensure that normalcy is returned. We are on high alert and the investigation is on. We are going to do our level best to ensure that everybody lives peacefully.
Wananchi bensi ya Somalia ni gobono bagocha kogenda asobochori entunde entangani asoko boncha magega yemiyake menge magaga yogoteneno wamo ne kyombekerike Al-Shabaab goikera gosario mulemba senseria Jubaland mucho monene wenseria Somalia ni gono nyina bo serikali ya ntenenera gose ya mpito eya betega koroiseri wa sense ya Kenya ya kolire tamu yabo ni gobono aba Somalia baroberi gochikogenda asobochori tukulia Jumatane ikega kweneke como chora bari murayu ya mu president urachi wasowase egeti nonyene bo abarayiba upinzani bakoragwa no musike Hussein nigo babeire abakoba abakugikiri gatambukiro cyo mu president Mahmoud ase okogania akobachora abanyakyombe bekyombe cyobochoria sense yo iri guchigotenenera obochori bwo kolengana na Hussein nigo atebire mu president tabwati chinguru kyagere tamu ya yaere na igo tabwati chinguru cyogochora abarachi gotenenera obochori bwo nigo atebire bunabo bwana takobwa obwasioku elyokaneke buna bananchi bachorire abarayi babo Hussein noyo mu abarayi bali aguchikurige kirogekyo cyo president.
But we also call upon the urgent need to redirect the funding to aspects of agroecology as a key strategy for transforming food systems and enhancing climate resilience for smallholder farmers, indigenous people, and women and youth.
Na mahimizo mengi sana wakulima wamepata zile vitu ambazo wanafaa kuweka kwa mchanga, lakini sisi tumekuja kugundua lazima uhimize mkulima, kwa sababu ukiweka kitu chochote kwenye mchanga, kama ni mbolea, weke kwenye mchanga, huwezi kitoa. Kwa sababu sasa umekeka milele. Sasa hatutaki wakulima kufanya mistake ama kufanya makosa pale kwenye shamba. Waeke kile kitu.
Ndio wana kurwa sorobotio ruwaisi ko yemebaga yense ito ya Kenya goikari Somalia no tugukurira mangana itwa maya ase chinga kechigande no gosemeria okonene nga no gendere kubwatiche program chindi chitigarete kurwa igase getaseni kya ubwanjite amazing voice of television ya Chirenguma ase orogongo rwa Gusina isiko ya Gusina ugutubwati ase metanda ya ito yonsi pi elio konyora amangana yanga buna yagwateka ebiro byonsi yurenge baga ichi kamera kwene ke buno retera mariogi ne chibicha senchire gwana tega kwa Mr. Siangwe gose speaker omonyene Robin na inche nigongoro kwa Douglas Mongera na kani yobulia ne chingaki chingea